Welcome to Great Talking Entertainment. I'm your host, KJ, and this is the podcast where I review movies and TV shows from all your favorite superheroes, including Marvel Comics, DC Comics, and much more. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talking Entertainment official channel. Now let's go, baby. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. And this is going to be my non-spoiler review for the new Beetlejuice. Again, this is a non-spoiler. And if you're not sure if you want to see this because maybe you're afraid that this might ruin the first Beetlejuice movie, this may, mess up what you call a classic in your mind, in your opinion. Just like I feel like this is the first Beetlejuice movie, directed by Tim Burton, who also has directed this one, made a classic hit, or as the cool kids say, a classic banger. So, again, if you're not sure, let me be the one to convince you to go out in theaters now and go see Beetlejuice, because it's worth it, and let me tell you why in a non-spoiler way. But also, be on the lookout for my spoiler review where I go more a deeper in-depth of what goes on within that film and more of what the story is about and talking about each character within that film. So if you want to, spoil it, again, check it out. But I would advise you to go see it and then check out the spoiler review. So please check out this non-spoiler review if you haven't. Share with your friends, your families, people who enjoy these type of reviews, because that would help my channel grow as well. So sit back, relax, and let me be the one to convince you to see Beetlejuice non-spoiler review. So let's get it. Beetlejuice is a wild ride that's got all of the makings of a classic Tim Burton film: quirky humor, supernatural, and thrills, and plenty of heart, of course. The cast is on point, the visuals are stunning, and the story's got some great twists and turns. It's a must-see for the die-hard fans of the original, and anyone who's definitely looking for a Halloween-themed type movie to watch this year of October and throughout Halloween. So, the plot is really a really good story. It's easy to understand to what's going on, especially with all the crazy things that's going on that Tim Burton is famous for doing, especially in a Beetlejuice film. Like he puts all that in there, and we know how creative and how he produces a film. So it's definitely all his signatures of what makes a Tim Burton film feel like a Tim Burton film. It's all in there. And as far as do I think it lives up to the first one, I would say no, not really. Just for the fact that it's been so much years, and this is a type of film you don't really take serious as a film critic. So I definitely just want to put that out there. Like, this is a really fun film to watch, just like the first one, of course. But there was nothing new about it. It kind of stays pretty simple with the plot. It does connect it to the first film, but not a lot of change. And as great as Michael Keaton portrayed Beetlejuice, you can tell in some scenes they were just giving out the greatest hits. And what I mean by that Beetlejuice, they made sure the Beetlejuice that you know from the first one would reference a lot of the stuff that he's done or said in the first film, and definitely reference a lot of those. And that kind of, in a way, it kind of diluted the plot. But again, it's real simple to know what's going on, so you don't really have to really pay attention to all the small details. And again, we saw the original cast members from the previous film, and we see new characters you know, like Jenna Ortunga, and she did such an excellent job. Like this could she could honestly carry on this franchise if they wanted to do maybe a TV show spinoff or maybe a whole movie of her. And if they want to do a third Beetlejuice, which I couldn't imagine them not doing it, she could carry on this, and they can go so many different ways with this third installment. And again, they could do a spin-off show, either like a prequel or just after the event of Beetlejuice if they wanted to. Like, and I can kind of see that. That's why I'm bringing it up here too. And I'll definitely, if you check out the spoiler review, I go in a more deep in depth with that. But I just want to say, if you do go out and see this film, you'll start seeing things like that. Like, oh, you know what? There's probably more to this. And the neighborhood that the characters live in, obviously these could do spin-off shows to it and give you a more in-depth. And with all the new cast members in this film, new ones basically, they got so much potential. And again, Jenna Ortega, she could make that happen because how good she did in this film. And like she's becoming an A-list Hollywood celebrity at a very young age. So I'm rooting for her, and I'm definitely would hope to see that, because as much as this film is not good as the first one, but it was a really good movie, and it did honor how Beetlejuice is always portrayed. And Tim Burton did his thing. So even though it's not like, the best, but it was really great. And the third one could improve. If they did a third one, again, there's a lot of improvements, but, I think they can knock out a whole trilogy, at least a 3 trilogy with the Beetlejuice franchise. So I'm definitely loving that. And overall, I just believe that there's more to it. And it was just really nice to see Michael Keaton just do his thing as Beetlejuice. And what's funny is he's just him older, but dressed up as Beetlejuice. So that's why I really like about it. And I like the fact that you can tell like there was some CGI and VFX effects, but I can tell like they kind of went old school with the props and the background and the sceneries and the outfits and the makeup on all the characters. So I love it, and definitely this is a film I would go out and go see and for Halloween weekend. Like it'd be worth it. So if I had to give this movie 1 out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 7. Again, great. It was a great film. I think that I wish they found a way to evolve Beetlejuice himself. I wish in a way they could add more layers to him. And I understand that's a character that you don't really need to take serious for what he is and what this character is, but I just feel like this was a chance to, add things up, add new things to freshen up, because there is a huge gap between when the first Beetlejuice came out and now. So trying to freshen it up, I think they should have done that more. So, but that's my only thing I wish they'd done. But other than that, I would recommend this, and I definitely hope you guys see this. So that's my review. Be on the lookout for my spoiler review when I go in a much deeper, in-depth about scene to scene, and I'll be talking about it in a different way in a spoiler review. So definitely look out for that. And thank you guys so much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talking Entertainment official channel. Subscribe, hit that notification button so you can always be updated with all my latest content. Thank you guys, and peace out.